My dad was a detail person. Everything he did very meticulously to the best of his ability. That served him well in the job he had. He worked in a military aircraft rework facility. In the decades following World War II, these facilities were quite busy, reworking and calibrating aircraft instrumentation. Remember, these are the days before electronics, computers, or printed circuitry. These instruments had to be cleaned and calibrated manually. Dad understood, as did the men he was working with, the importance of his job. If they were not calibrated correctly, it could spell disaster for the pilot of the next aircraft they were installed in. But Dad was able to take great pleasure and pride in his job. He knew he'd done a great job. He'd done the very best of his ability. He was committed to excellent work, and it gave him great joy. Some time after he retired, he received a phone call from a man whom I'll call Mr. D. Mr. D wanted to know if Dad would work on an antique sextant. A sextant, for those who do not know, is a navigational instrument that's been around since the 1700s. It measures the angle between a star and the horizon in order to calculate navigation. Mr. D wanted to use this sextant to navigate a voyage from Pensacola, Florida to Australia. Dad spent a couple of days cleaning and calibrating the sextant. When he finally called Mr. D back, he said, "I've done what I can, but it's not quite zero. It is 0.01 degree off." Dad didn't know if that would be enough to cause Mr. D to get off course on such a long voyage. Mr. D, however, was well pleased. He came, picked up the sextant, and went on his way. A few weeks later, Dad received a phone call from Mr. D telling him that the sextant had performed beautifully and had taken him directly into Sydney Harbor, his desired destination. My dad's personal commitment to excellence made it possible not only for those pilots to fly their planes in confidence and safety, but also for Mr. D to realize his dream of navigating the ocean using an antique sextant. Is it possible that our commitment to excellence can open doors of opportunity for others to realize their dreams and their goals and their visions? I think it is, because excellence, which is asking more of ourselves than the average person does, or doing ordinary things in an extraordinary way, this kind of thing has a way of infecting other people. It spreads, and if we can be the agents of change, then we can make an opportunity for someone else to realize their dream.